This is just a quick video to discuss some of the key differences between the Gooloo GP2000 Jump Starter Pack and the Gooloo GP3000. I had a little bit of difficulty figuring out the real world difference in use between the two. And actually, having gotten my hands on them, I can tell you right off the bat, there's a couple of key differences. The GP2000 is the smaller of the two. I don't know if you can see this, but it uses 10 gauge jumper wire, while the larger 3000 uses a more substantial 8 gauge wire. I also want to do a quick amperage output test that I can show you just to get a better idea of the working current that these things produce. So I'll start off with the smaller 2000. I've got it hooked up to kind of an old school Schumacher battery tester, the old toaster type, just to get a rough idea. I know the device says you're supposed to leave it for 10 seconds to get a true idea, but this will give us a close enough idea. I'm going to hit the boost button here, so we hear a click, and it's putting out about 16 volts or so. I'm going to hit the go button to put a load on it, and we'll take a look at what the actual amperage is reading. So this thing is actually reading pretty high on the device itself. It's saying 1,000. It's hard for me to believe, but maybe it is. I'll hit the button again. It only charges and releases for about 3 seconds at a time, which should be enough to start a modern car. Oh, gotta hit boost again. Okay, so it's back up a little under 16 volts again. I'm gonna hit the load button. Yeah, so this thing is actually staying up around 12 volts under, I think this device is supposed to be putting a load on it that could pull 1,000 amps. So that's pretty darn good. I have actually used this just to test it on my 3-liter V6 engine on my car without the vehicle battery hooked up. It turns it over no problem at all, which I would expect from this device. So moving on to the larger GP3000, I'll hit the boost button. So we've got a click, and again, we're up over 14 volts. Under load, it's actually looking similar to the 2000, so I'm kind of surprised by that. It's definitely got a larger watt-hour battery in it. But it looks like output is kind of similar. Okay, so we're under load and we're still right around 12 volts before it cuts out, which would indicate 1,000 amps or so. So there you have it. Those are the two that I have experience with by Gooloo. Both seem very capable for most gasoline engines. I hope that helps you to make a decision as to which one might be right for you, if either.